This is the original cat video. It is 18,000 years ago, and humans have just invented the wheel. Life is good. Your life is better if you're a cat because you are about to be entertained. For the first time in history, humans will attempt to make cat videos. They won't succeed, but hey, at least they tried. A gaggle of cavemen are gathered around their flickering fire, mesmerized by the dancing flames and shadows on the wall. Suddenly, one of them notices a small movement outside. It's a cat. The men stop their primitive TikTok dance and turn their attention to the feline. One of them, clearly a natural performer, drops to his knees and begins to act like a small rodent, squeaking and darting about. The cat watches with mild interest, then wanders off to find something more interesting to do, like, say, catching actual mice. The would-be entertainer shrugs and goes back to dancing. But this is not the only way that humans will try to create the perfect cat video. Fast forward to ancient Rome, and a new form of entertainment has just been invented: the amphitheater. These massive spectator sports arenas are the place to be on the weekends, especially if you like watching people fight to the death. But today is different, because today the main event is a cat. The crowd cheers wildly as the lion tamer enters the arena, complete with his jester, who begins to perform a full clown act for the amusement of the spectators. The jester dances, he juggles, he trips over his own feet, but there is one thing that even the most talented jester in the empire cannot do: impress a cat. The cat yawns dramatically and slowly begins to groom its paws, completely ignoring the jester's antics. The crowd is confused. Why is the cat so bored? Is this some kind of new entertainment? Maybe. The crowd murmurs as the jester grows increasingly desperate. Finally, the cat can take no more and storms out of the arena, leaving the jester and the crowd in stunned silence. But the humans of the ancient world weren't all that they seemed. Some of them were secretly very smart, like the Greek philosopher Aristotle. He was known for his work on physics and logic, and for once, famously trying to lecture a cat about virtue. The cat, as you might imagine, was unimpressed. As the centuries rolled by, humans continued to try to make cats laugh, to try to make them go viral. In the Middle Ages, a traveling minstrel would do his best to amuse a noble cat with a song and a dance, only to be rebuffed when the cat wandered off to nap in a patch of sunlight. During the Enlightenment, a well-dressed dandy might show a cat a magic trick or two. But the tricks were old hat to the discerning feline who had seen them all performed by mice. Finally, in the early 1900s, the modern age dawned, and with it the opportunity to create the ultimate cat video. But it wasn't all that easy. No one had invented smartphones yet, so filming your cat was out of the question. Instead, a determined filmmaker set up his camera in a studio and spent hours trying to get the perfect shot. His tools were simple: a chair, a string, and a feather. With great effort, he dangled the feather on the end of the string in front of the camera, trying to make it as enticing as possible. The cat looked mildly interested, then yawned and walked away. The filmmaker sighed and began again. This time, he added a little movement to the feather, hoping to make it appear more like a bird in flight. The cat watched for a moment, then rubbed against the camera lens, completely ruining the shot. The filmmaker threw his paws up in the air and slumped down in his chair. Was he doomed to fail where so many others had failed before him? Would the cat video forever elude his grasp? Before TikTok, there was this, and cats were still unimpressed.